In this video, I'm going to talk about how to test out your first assembly language program. Before you start, you have to go to www.irvin.com website. This is author's website. There are two links you can follow. If you have Visual Studio 2017, go to this route. Otherwise, go to this route. Either one should be fine. Let me go to the first one. Read this paragraph. You are going to download the examples file and the library file. You right click, you can download this one. Then you right click here to download the project space file. If you need more, you can right click here to download for 64-bit Visual Studio project file. Basically, you just need to download this one and download this one. After you have downloaded, you can go to your computer's Explorer file. Then you're going to open your C drive. In the C drive, you should have an Urban folder after you have downloaded. So open your Urban folder. In the Urban folder, you should have an Examples folder. Inside the Examples folder, you should have a Project Sample folder. In this folder, you can open our project space. For other programs later, you can just use this workspace to modify. To open up this project space, I think I can click open this. After you open, you see you have a ASM file. This is the source code for the first program. This one comes with the project space. For any other programming assignments, you can just modify this. This is a complete assembly program. You can just build and run to check out the result. So I go to build a solution. And I'm going to start without debugging. And this program print out one message. The message is assembly language program example. Okay, let me explain this program a little bit. Keyword title allow you to put in the title for your programming. Include the Irvin 32 library. This is a library file. This is written by the author Irvin. So there are many library functions we are going to use later. So it is always good to include it at the top. Then we start the data segment. All the variable declarations, you can declare them under .data directive. Here we have a string declaration. The string name is my message. The string type is byte. That means each letter in this string will use 1 byte. To have a string, you need to use double quote. Then comma, 0DH, 0AH. 0DH, 0AH means a new line. It's like a /n in C++. This is going to give you a new line. 0 means a new character. When we study Fundamental 1 programming, we know new character marks the end of a C string. So here we need a 0, the new character, to mark the end of our string. You can put one more 0DH, 0AH here, so you can have one more blank line. Okay, I can try this out. Okay, I put one more 0DH. And one more, another one 0AH. This is going to give me another blank line. So let me try. Here I have a blank line here. Okay, so this is how you run a program. You can declare another message. Suppose I want to declare another message. I can say my name and say byte It's not case sensitive, so uppercase byte and lowercase byte mean the same thing. So I can double quote my name here and use double quote comma, put a end line 0D H 0 AH, then new character. If I want to print out my second string, I'm going to move EDX register with the offset. Offset is a keyword, and it means I'm going to copy my name, this string's address into EDX. Offset means address. Copy my name, this string's address into EDX. Then I'm going to call library function in the Urban's library called write string. It's not case sensitive. You can just write lowercase, but it's good follow some good habits. So this is how you print out a string. You bring the string's offset into EDX. Must be EDX, cannot be UAX, ECX. Then you call library write string. Okay, let me try. I should have both strings appear on my screen. Let me go ahead build. Okay, I have two strings: assembly language program example, then nickel gel. After this, I'm going to show you something in the PowerPoint. Okay, this is the program template. Whenever you have a assembly program, you follow this structure. At the beginning, you use comments to put in your program's name, your name, the date, your program description. Then you put in the .386 directory, .memory model directory, stack directory, exit process function prototype. These 4 lines can be skipped, like I did in this example. If you include urban32.inc, and you can skip this 4 lines, .3.m.s, .exit process, because the library in the Urban's library it already included these 4 lines, so you can skip if you have the library included. So this is the template for writing an assembly program. You have directories included, then you start your .data segment to declare your variables here. Then you start your .date code segment to write all your codes. You must have a main function. Then you have maybe any other procedures later. Okay. The book has another example, add 2 program. Let me go to slide 15 here. You can test out this program if you want to. You can copy this. Okay, let me try to copy this. I don't want to type line by line, so I'm going to go to my Visual Studio. Okay, I want to run my program here. So, however, I have to disable my original program because you cannot have 2 mains under one source code. So I'm going to comment out, use block comment. So I'm comment, use comment. I use exclamation mark. I'm going to comment the first program out and disable the first program. Then I can try my second add 2 program. It's kind of short. You have only 2 executable lines. You copy 5 into UAX. Then you're going to add 6 into UAX. After this, you should have 11 in UAX. Okay, let me run this program to see the result. I see it's working. Let me go ahead start without debugging. Press any key to continue. I don't have any output to the monitor screen. I can do something. Okay, let me show you. I can call a library function. I can call a library function like call dump regs. Dump regs means dump registers value. All the general purpose registered value should be displayed on your monitor. This is a library function, and let me. If I don't include the library function, this won't work. Let me try before I include it. Oh no, it's failed because this is Irvin's library, so I have to include Irvin's library function. I'm going to do it right here. I'm going to say include. Okay, let me just copy what I have here. So include Irvin's library folder. Copy over here. Let me put it on top and before the data. So there's no data, no variable, so you don't need a .data directive. Let me just copy the library. If I have included the library file here, I don't need this, so I can delete this. You don't need a redundancy. So let me try to build again. So it's succeeded, so let's go ahead and run it. Now, I use the Irvin's library function called dump register. I have values. UX should be 11. 5 plus 6, 11. It means I should have 11 inside the register UX when I dump register value. Let's see. B is 11. The result is in hexadecimal, so that's fine. This is how you verify register values by calling the Irvin's library function dump registers. You can use this a lot in the next few chapters when you do programming. You want to verify something. Okay. Let me go back to the PowerPoint. Okay, I want to explain the assembler. Okay, they're here. This is the assembly linking execution cycle. Our source code will be assembled by the assembler. Okay, inside Visual Studio, we have a built-in assembler inside Microsoft. So when we try to build, actually we are trying to assemble the code. Assembler is a translator. It's going to translate our code into the machine code. That's in binary. Okay. So assembler inside of Microsoft Visual Studio is going to translate our code into object code. Object code is machine code in binary. When the assembler is assembling, it produces another file called listing file. Okay. After this, the linker is going to link our library with our machine code to produce an executable file. We are using library files. For example, in our programming here, we have used the Irvin's library function called dump register. So in the linking process, the linker is going to link our code with the library file to produce the executable file. The linker is making map file when it's producing executable file. So when we build, this building process is going to assemble and also link to give us executable file. And when we execute here, when we say start without debugging, that means we are executing their file, the executable file. Okay, let me go back to the PowerPoint. So when we say start without debugging, actually we are asking the operating system loader to load executable file into the memory chip like RAM, and then the CPU is going to execute the code in the RAM and grab the data in the RAM to make the output for us. So this whole process called assemble, link, execute cycle. Okay, through this example, I hope you have learned about how to start your first assembly programming, and you have understand what's this process. Thank you for watching this video.